Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to another EBTV sports presentation. Tonight from East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, it is boys basketball, as East Brunswick takes on Perth Amboy in a Greater Middlesex Conference Red Division game. Hi, Jimmy Allinder being joined by Phil Hill. And Phil, this is a game between two clubs that are really not going anywhere, except if you ask the coaches, because East Brunswick has a 3-11 record, can't qualify for the state tournament, and neither can Perth Amboy, which has a 3-12 record. So how do you approach this game?
Well, you approach it and you play all out. The difference is you got to remember, East Brunswick again lost 5 starters from last year and 12 letter winners altogether. They were, I think, maybe 15-5, whereas Perth Amboy was 5-15 last year. You can expect a little turn down for East Brunswick. Perth Amboy for consecutive years, it's just very un-Perth Amboy-like and whatnot. Nevertheless, these guys are going to be playing. They're going to look to be spoilers in the county tournament. And some of the games that they played very well and whatnot. They just got to grow into things.
Well, we've had a chance to look at East Brunswick boys once or twice. What do you think East Brunswick's going to have to do? Because you know the Perth Amboy is going to come out with a pressure game. East Brunswick plays its own brand of pressure, but how do you think the game's going to go tonight?
I really don't know. I know one thing. East Brunswick has to stop Edwin Guerrera. Edwin Guerrera has a double-double in every game that he's played except one. So there's a young man that has been playing constantly. Then they got a 6'5" player, Jamal Bridgeforth, who is an excellent ball player as well, and a young man by the name of Cheeks as well. East Brunswick just has to pull it together and play a game. East Brunswick themselves, there's things to like about them. I like Alex Mayo. I just think he's very quick and shifty and whatnot, and I think he does a good job of controlling the team. Scott Stolzenberg and whatnot gets the maximum of what he has. He's a wide body and whatnot, not very big, yet he leads the team in rebounding, and he's the sort of go-to person there.
Well, Phil mentioned Stolzenberg, one of the seniors who will be honored on this senior night for the cheerleaders, the basketball players, and that's going to come up before the game starts. So we'll be back with the tip-off after senior night, right after this. All right, we're back here at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium where the Bears boys are going to take on Perth Amboy, but before that occurs, Phil Hill, we have a heck of a lot of seniors.
A lot of activity.
Starting with the cheerleaders and then followed by the boys basketball team. But before these, I think these festivities are about to begin. But you and I were talking before the game about Perth Amboy.
Well, Perth Amboy, how you know, when we think of Perth Amboy, you think of great basketball tradition and whatnot. And your buddy Neil Connett talked about that demographics have changed. That, you know, in the old days they had the projects where they were drawing a lot of players from, and that a large Hispanic population right now, and it's making a difference. While they're doing very well in wrestling, which is an individual sport, they're having trouble in basketball. We'll talk a little bit more about it.
All right. Well, we're going to begin the festivities for senior night and try to follow along with the public address announcer. And right away, we have Amanda Hills, senior cheerleader, escorted by parents Suzanne and William. Christine Keegan, escorted by parents Karen and William, followed by Valerie Capel, escorted by parents Fran and Michael. Brianne Manning, escorted by parents Kathleen and Robert. Jasmine Middleton, escorted by parents Antoinette and Joseph. Carly Pavlicek, escorted by parents Marie and Alan. Brittany Scholes, escorted by parents Doreen and James. Lucinda Toto, escorted by parents Yolanda and Tony. And Nicole Ward, escorted by parents Anne-Marie Quito and Robert. And let's do the boys now. Okay, these are the managers, and I apologize. Let's see. Manager Elizabeth Andrew, escorted by parents Odette and Russell. Ray Bryan, escorted by, is this Ray Bryan? Escorted by parents Sheila and Raymond. We're not doing these in any particular order.
No,
Phil.
apparently
Okay?
not.
Yeah. I'll just name them for you.
Because they're out of order, because Rosanna has come up already.
Right. Michael Mello, escorted by mom Catherine. Manager Brielle Rosano, escorted by parents Karen and David. Scott Stolzenberg, escorted by parents Carol and Brian. And Dan Sullivan, escorted by parents Sharon and Steve. And that's all the names that we have. And again, we do not have them in order as to how they're being introduced, but you're going to get a good look at everybody on the camera. And now we're going to do the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was a fine rendition of the national anthem. We got to get that gentleman's name.
Storm Lewis.
Storm Lewis?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Nice job, Storm.
Okay, we're going to have the starting introductions for tonight's game. Well, we're going to have a second here before they clear the floor. The cheerleaders are out there. Well, they're going to be there for the introductions. Okay, here's your starting lineup. Number 32 is Justin Madden. Number 35, that is, looking for his, Victor Perez. Number 40, Edwin Guerrera. You were talking about him,
right.
Phil. Number 24, Jamar Bridgeforth, the tall 6'5". And number 22, Jesse Luna. And that is Perth Amboy starting lineup. For East Brunswick. Number 44, Dan Sullivan. Number 11, Dustin Schold. Number 3, Alec Mayo. Number 21, Ray Bryan. And number 33, Mike Mello. Scott Stolzenberg will not play tonight, we understand, Phil.
That's a big loss for the Bears. He's the one who leads the team in rebounding, gives them bulk underneath, and he's a fierce competitor.
Any particular reason why?
Elbow, I believe.
Okay.
I believe it's a very, very sore elbow.
Well, you know what? Despite the records, Phil, anytime these two teams get together, it's always spirited basketball. You got to believe this is going to be a tight game throughout.
I would think so. I really would.
By the way, we were talking about Perth Amboy coach Neil Kennett.
Yep.
It's pronounced. Neil and I go back to the late 60s, where he was playing for Middlesex County College.
Okay.
And went on to can't remember where he got his 4-year degree from. Trenton State.
Okay.
But now known as the College of New Jersey, and was a head coach at Wagner University.
At Wagner?
Yes.
Wow.
7 years.
Well,
Assistant to P.J. Carlissimo at Seton Hall.
Wow.
So he's got quite a record.
I'll tell you, he was a reluctant coach here for Perth Amboy. After John Mazurek retired after about 30 years, or so it seems, they asked Neil, and Neil didn't want to do it.
He was reluctant.
And they came back and asked him again, and he decided to do it. Of course, he's retiring this year, so will all be behind him.
Okay. Can you mention that word, retirement? Wow. Okay, here we go. So jumping for center for East Brunswick is Sullivan, and he'll go up against Guerrera. We'll keep an eye on him. Controlled by East Brunswick, that is Mello. Gives to Mayo, who has been a good catalyst as a quarterback for East Brunswick. Underneath to Bryan.
And the Panthers are in man-to-man.
Mello penetrates and will not fall, bounces around, and Bryan comes up with it. Stolen, however, almost. And the Bears will inbounds. Just underway here, East Brunswick and Perth Amboy. The winner of this game will notch their 4th win of the season, which is quite uncharacteristic considering it's the last week of January. And that pass by Schold, I believe, fortunately went off a Perth Amboy player, but it was in no particular direction. Mayo looks to inbounds. He does to Schold. And they're going to say that Scholl's back foot was on the line. So it's a turnover to Perth Amboy. 7:19 to go, first quarter of play. No score here between these two teams. A little slow. Not what we're used to with Perth Amboy and East Brunswick.
And Mayo putting pressure on there.
Brought across court. Shot up by Perez, does not go. And the ball to East Brunswick. Try to get these names for Amboy as we settle in here. It's actually the first time Perth Amboy had the ball. Schold with it. Looks to penetrate.
Stripped.
Almost tapped away. Yeah. Bryan, he drives. And they call a foul.
Good strong move by Bryan.
I believe that foul is on number 40, Edwin Guerrera.
Okay. Bryan, the 6'1" senior. Going to the line.
He will shoot 2. First one is in. And the Bears take a 1-0 lead.
69% free throw shooter.
And misses on the second. Perth Amboy comes down with the rebound. That was number 22, Justin Madden. With it is Perez. This is Madden again. Tapped away. Nice defensive move by Bryan. Mello ahead of the field and just can't get it in. Schold tries to steal it. Perez being guarded by Mayo. Off the board. And down with it comes East Brunswick's Bryan. Schold drives off the board and in.
Nice 2.
3-0 East Brunswick.
Dustin Schold.
A little pressure by East Brunswick now. And they get it across. Perez with it for the Panthers. Guerrero, pass inside underneath. Won't go off the board. However, the Panthers, Perez comes down with it. Almost controlled by East Brunswick. Now they have it. Shoulder. Cross dribble. Mello and a little shuttle step. They're going to call travel. inbound.
And front court pressure by the Bears.
That's Bridgeforth. He's the tallest player on the court. Wouldn't count on him to dribble now. They're in trouble getting it crossed. They do. Madden. Bridgeforth dribbling the ball. Apparently he does that. Shot with Bryan will not fall. Tapped around. Mayo has it. Mello pulls up. Will not go.
Mello's never met a shot he didn't like. He will put it up.
Substitutions for East Brunswick. 32 coming into the game. Nick Navarra, as well as number 25. That's Mike Kuldell. How do we pronounce that, Phil?
Quidel.
Quidel.
Yep.
Okay. 3-0. Favor of East Brunswick. 4:45 left to go in the quarter, and we have a foul.
The Mayo guarding a little too close.
Picks up his first, team's first. And Perez again with the ball. Looks inside. Gives it to Bridgeforth, who comes out to the top. Gonna put it up. Won't go. Follows up his rebound.
I'll tell you,
with a
nice.
Rebound.
Nice follow through by Jamar.
Amboy on the board. They're down by a point, 3-2. Scholl again penetrates. And he gives East Brunswick a 5-2 lead. Scholl with 4 points. Dribbled around by Perez. Madden. And who has it?
No travel.
Now East Brunswick does. Quidel gives it to Sullivan in the corner.
Sold.
No, that was number 32.
32. My bad.
Yeah. And
Navarra,
right. Doesn't score that much, but
Nick Navarra.
7-2 the score. Mayo with a steal. Puts it up himself. Good follow-up, but Cadell can't put it in. Navarro with it. Puts it up. Will not go.
And Perez is suspect while trying to handle that ball there. He's had about 3 turnovers already.
7-2 East Brunswick. 3:12 to go in the first quarter. Guerrero, nice defense. And a good save by Scholl. Mayo comes up with it. Scholl puts it up. Short.
Bridgeforth with the rebound.
Perez over to Madden. Off the board, won't go. Beautiful rebound by Bridgeforth.
One of the better looking big men we've seen this year.
7-4 East Brunswick. Non-stop action here in the first quarter. And Scholl slows it down. Sullivan puts it up. Off the board, won't go. Bounces around. Ooh. Tapped away by Bridgeforth.
I'll tell you. Jamar Bridgeforth, 6'5" senior, a rather active player for the Panthers.
Yeah, he's been the most impressive player for the Panthers.
And I tell you, Guerrero, I think he touched the ball once and got it blocked, thought he was fouled, and we haven't really seen him getting action too much.
All right, inbound by Mauro Tucci, who's in. Bryan. Tucci, who's going to penetrate, and low pass to Bryan goes through his legs and out of bounds. And Perth Amboy will take over. We have 2:16 to go in the first quarter, 7-4 East Brunswick. Nice steal again by Navarro. Bryan gets it across. You got Kevin Johnson in the game now for East Brunswick. Bryan with it. Tapped around. That's Johnson with Tucci. Good ball movement by East Brunswick. Bryan with the open look. Will not fall. However, it bounces around off of Perth Amboy, and East Brunswick will retain possession.
And again, Guerrero with a look on his face, waiting for the game to come to him. One thing for sure, you can't say he's a ball hog. He's sort of just waiting till the game comes to him.
Tucci looks to inbound. Gets it to Bryan. Navarro with it. Guidel doesn't fall. Tucci penetrates. And they're going to say it was off him. So with just about 1 minute to play, East Brunswick ahead 7-4. Amboy with the ball. Substitution? No, check. Guerrero gives it to number 10 in the game now. And I don't have him listed.
Number 10, I don't have him neither. He may be
Jamie Batista.
Pisano. He may be Pisano.
Well, we'll find that out.
Right.
Points are stingy tonight. Steal here. This is Luna. Puts it up and in. And Amboy closes to 7-6.
No foul.
Good defense by Perth Amboy. Causes a jump ball. That was Luna. And we're going to have substitutions here with just 8 seconds left in the quarter.
Okay, Mike Mello and Alex Mayo coming back in the game. Alex Mayo going back to the bench.
Steele. Plenty of time here. 4, 3, 2. Johnson short on the hit on it. And after 1 quarter of play, East Brunswick holds on to a 7-6 lead. And we have Bo Henning, the coach, mic'd up, so we're going to listen in.
Listen to me. You got to do all the little things like hedge, okay? Don't leave your feet on the kid where he can shoot and you can't block him out. Force him to just take tough outside shots, right? Okay? Sully, you got Mike. Hurry up. You got Mike. We're back on those other matchups now. So we should have Alec in the 1, Kevin in the 2, Mike in the 3. Hey, some of those turnovers are my fault, right? I didn't have a point guard in the game, but we got to be able to handle the ball a little better than that, too. All right, coming out here, sideline. Let's run a 3 and get to the high-low out of this. 3 on this, okay? Off the sideline and bounce. Who's taking it out? Ray does, right? So, yeah, so Ray will set the first screen, you'll set the second one, okay? And then Ray cross into the high post. All right, now, keep the pressure up there, right? And keep looking to push the ball offensively, okay? Hey, come on, you all right? Come on, don't hang your head. Let's go here. Listen to me, listen to me. We'll be able to do a lot of good things. Just settle down on the offensive end, okay? Don't play so fast offensively.
Well, that was a good analysis of the first quarter of play. Bo Henning, the coach, putting some of the blame on himself for the turnovers, but just trying to get the kids to settle down.
Settle down a little bit.
Yeah. All right, underway here in the second quarter of play. As East Brunswick brings it up, Mayo gives to Johnson. Mello. Johnson with it, and I'm going to call him for traveling. Again, defensive pressure by Perth Amboy caused that turnover. And we have identified number 10 as Reggie Rios, and he with the ball as he brings it up quickly. Off balance shot by number 32. That was Madden. inside to Bryan. Gives it back out to Sullivan. And East Brunswick sets up again with Mayo handling the ball. Sullivan doesn't like to shoot it, does he?
Well, the whole team's a little too unselfish.
Mello it bounced around. And they're going to call a foul down here. Not too many fouls either. I think it might be Guerrero, and if it is, it's a second. Let's see what we have here. And it is. Guerrero picking up 2 quick fouls here.
Okay, Victor Perez in for the Panthers.
Boy, a nice pass, but it went off Sullivan's hands. He would have had a good shot. Again, inside. Turnaround. Will not go. And down with it comes Bridgeforth. And Guerrero finally gets an open look, and he's fouled.
And Guerrero just almost has a disinterested look on his face and whatnot. Like I said, he's had a double-double in every game that he's played except one, so he is the main man for this Panther team.
Get the score and makes the first.
He's coming off a 19-point effort, 19 points, 10 rebounds against South Brunswick.
Score is tied 7-7 with Guerrero converting that first one. Misses the second, so we stay tied 7-7. 6:48 left to go in the first half. Schold had a little bit of an open look and tried to drive, and he was fouled by 35 Perez.
Okay.
Mayo looks to inbounds, gets it out to Sullivan. East Brunswick setting up. Oh, Mello lifted his pivot foot.
A little up and down. And again, full court pressure by the Bears.
Rios gets it across. Well, now he does. I think they need to isolate Bridgeforth and Guerrero.
You wondered, particularly Bridgeforth.
They call Bridgeforth with a blocking foul. All right, so the offensive foul gives the ball back to East Brunswick. Neither team really putting points on the board here lately. Amboy definitely with the advantage inside. Sullivan gets an open look, can't hit. It's like a lid on the basket for both teams. Shot from outside will not go off the rim. That was Paulino. Schold, stolen by Rios. Sullivan guards and blocks it away.
Oh, mercy.
There's a shot. Paulino, it will not go. Back and forth we go. Nobody wants to score.
Well, that's part of the Bears' problem for the air. They're just shooting 34% from the field, Jim. And
as you see, Schold missed that one.
As the team.
Rios, he heaves one up. It will not go. And a disgusted look on Bo Henning's face here.
Wrong people are shooting for both teams.
Yeah.
Wrong people are shooting.
All right, let's listen to Henning.
Spots in a break. We run a one guard and he curls. We don't want a jump shot from you. We want a post up from you. Out of bounds play from day one. Day one. Down, screen, step. Play together, move the ball. Move the ball. This isn't about anybody individually. Move the ball, and let's do a better job pressuring defensively.
Okay, and you know, he sort of let a few players know he didn't want them shooting. They should have been posting up instead of shooting from the outside. But I say for both teams, you got individuals hoisting up shots that probably shouldn't be the ones doing it at this juncture.
Right. Mayo back out to Mello. And he hits a three.
Mello hits it.
And that breaks a 7-7 tie. East Brunswick up now 10-7 with exactly 5 minutes to go. Turnover there by Mayo. And he puts it home. Little double teaming action. 12-7.
And the Bears still have the pressure on.
Guerrero with it. Needs to.
Red time. And I tell you, he was just about to be tied up. They had the 5 seconds working against them, and then they had the 10 seconds for backcourt working against them.
Well, I'll tell you what. Neil Kennett certainly is a veteran of the court wars. We were talking, Phil, about what he had accomplished in his long career, spanning actually 4 decades when you think about it. But Neil Kennett, the coach for Perth Amboy, was a head coach for Wagner University for some years, which is a Division I program.
Wow.
And he was an assistant to P.J. Carlissimo at Seton Hall, and really has done a nice job.
A nice guy, very nice guy. And before him, of course, was John Mazurik and Bill Bobslowski, who practically owned the county tournament for the number of years that he was there at Perth Amboy.
All right, inbounds to Perth Amboy. Rios with it. And he had it turned over last time. And Amboy has a little bit of an issue getting the ball up. And I wonder if East Brunswick's going to continue to exploit that. Bridgeforth takes a long three. Will not go. Talk about not wanting that, somebody to shoot. Don't think that was the ideal shot for Perth Amboy. Mello again a three. Off the rim. Perth Amboy will inbound.
And Guerrero's been a non-factor for the Perth Amboy. He's been a non-factor for this game thus far.
1 for 2 from the line, and that has been it. Again, Perth Amboy with the height advantage, but they're not really exploiting it. Well, they're going to call moving pick by Rios.
That's the second time the Panthers have been called for that.
Now you see Kennett talking. Well, you don't see it. Schul to Mello. Puts it up. Follow up by Guidel. And East Brunswick now has a 14-7 lead. 3:45 to go. And tip away. What do we got here? They're going to call Schuld on that foul, I believe. Only the third team foul for East Brunswick in this half. All right, in the game for Perth Amboy is number 11. I believe that's Jamie Batista.
Right.
We saw him in the junior varsity game.
What a game. We'll talk about that.
Bridgeforth tries to penetrate, puts it in.
And that's what I'm wondering, why he's much more involved in taking over the game.
Quidal. Mayo pulls up. Bryan. Mayo three-pointer. Hits. Second three-pointer for East Brunswick. Score is 17-9. There's the pressure defense for East Brunswick, and they get it across. Bridgeforth pulls up.
With the three.
Guerrero with it. And it won't go, but he was fouled. So there's Guerrero on the line. Phil mentioned a double-double in just about every game this year. Makes the first. Mello was charged with that foul.
Navarro back in the game.
As is Alex Nemeth. And Guerrero makes the second. Makes the score 17-11, East Brunswick. Brian Navarro, open look. And it falls. That's his second basket. East Brunswick 19-11. Uncontrolled, and East Brunswick comes up with it. Mayo. Wow.
A little hammer in there.
Yeah. Looks like it's a Batista that's hammering away. Quidal. Mayo. Nice rebound.
I'll tell you, smallest guy on the floor.
Brian has a look. Won't fall. What do we got here?
Underneath.
Quidal. 5th team foul. All right, substitution. And we're ready to go. Batista with it. Bridgeforth. Looks like he wants to go.
He'll take it.
Nice steal by Mayo. Loses the handle for a moment, but regains it. He's hammered.
Okay, Batista fouling Mayo, and Mayo will take it out on the side.
Yeah, 6-team foul. So the next foul by Perth Amboy will result in a bonus. And the East Brunswick will go to the line. Quidal to Navarro, inside to Mayo. Fakes it.
And Batista blocked it.
Yes, he did.
I'm not sure you want Alex Mayo posting.
Ooh, yeah, you could see that
up.
offensive foul. Batista with the elbow.
And Alex Mayo leads this team by far in taking charges. That's his 21st of the season. The next person closest person has 5.
Schold puts it up, gets a nice look and puts it in. He has 6 points to lead East Brunswick in scoring. It is 21-11 with just about 1 minute to go in the first half of play. They double down on Bridgeforth. He lost the handle.
Wow.
So East Brunswick with a chance to add to its lead. They're up by 10. This is the largest lead of the game. They try to get it underneath, but it's taken away by Batista. He penetrates, puts it up off the board, and nice shot in. 21-13, East Brunswick. Schold, he gets it blocked. Ball bounces around, they say, off the Bears.
And Guerrero coming out. Hasn't been too active this first half.
Just 4 foul shots, converting 3, and that's it. 3 points. Bridgeforth takes the inbound. Here comes the double team. Batista with a long shot.
Mercy.
In and out. Nemeth. And what do they got here? Grab. So that's...
And you got to give Alex Nemeth some credit, the 6'1" junior, just going up strong, feeling that he would get fouled, and he did. He'll go to the line to shoot, too.
No, I don't think so. It wasn't a shooting foul.
Wasn't a shooting. Surprising.
No. Nemeth drives. Off the board and in.
Okay.
21-15. Well, Amboy's back in it. You're looking at the clock. There's about 5 seconds left to go.
He got tripped.
He did, and what do they say? East Brunswick retains possession, however, with 2 seconds.
Okay, 2 seconds. Let's see.
And a lob pass. Oh, and a successful tap by Sullivan. And East Brunswick adds to its lead.
And you have your buddy Nemeth speaking to the official. I think he might have thought that that's a long buzzer.
A long buzzer?
A quick buzzer.
Okay. Well, we are at halftime, where East Brunswick now has a 23-15 lead. And Phil, just your observations?
Well, it's sort of a one of those games there. It's up for anybody. I mean, the players are hustling and whatnot. As I said, I don't know what Perth Amboy shoots as a team, but the Bears shoot 34% as a team, and that is a big part of the problem. No really pure shooters. They have to fight for everything they get. The closest thing to a pure shooter they have is Alex Mayo. And so on second and third shots, that's how they have to get their baskets a lot of time.
All righty. Well, we are at halftime. East Brunswick 23, Perth Amboy 15. And we will be back with the second half tip-off after this. Back here at East Brunswick High School Gymnasium, we're about set to begin the second half of play in this GMC Red Division game. East Brunswick leading 23-15. This is Jimmy Allinder being joined by Phil Hill. And Phil, let's see, look at the scoring here for East Brunswick. Dustin Schold with 6 points leads the way. Alec Mayo has 5. Mike Mello 3. Mike Kudal 2. Dan Sullivan 2. And Nick Navarra with 4. For Perth Amboy, Jamar Bridgeforth, on the strength of 3 field goals, leads with 6 points. Edwin Guerrera, as we had mentioned, the leading scorer, has but 3 foul shots, 3 points. And the only other 2 points are Alex Nemeth and Jamie Batista, 2 apiece. And that is the scoring as Amboy gets set to inbound the ball. With it is Rios. And, oh, geez, I thought he was going to put it up. Wasn't going to get a better shot than that. Madden, follow-up by Bridgeforth, puts it home. And he has 8 points, 23-17. Amboy creeping back into this game. It's a 5-point margin. They were down by 10. Mello off the board and in. 25-17 East Brunswick.
5 points from Mello.
Almost stolen away. They got to get it. They got to get it across the line
quickly.
And they don't manage. And probably a good foul by Madden there, because that was going to give open break for Mayo, Phil.
And a nice steal by Dustin Schold, though.
He's been involved in a lot of the turnovers for East Brunswick. So Mayo with it, gives it to Schold. Mello thought about it. Into Sullivan, back to Mello. Schold passes into Sullivan. Mello with the top of the key look. Will not fall, however. Bounces around, and down with it comes Amboy Rios. Shot off the rim, won't go, by Perez. Back comes Mayo for East Brunswick. Bryan looks to penetrate. Mayo, turnaround.
Ooh, mercy.
Almost puts it home. And Sullivan comes down with it. And Guerrero tapped it away. Back and forth we go. And like the first half, not a lot of scoring. Guerrero, turnaround, won't go, gets his rebound, and he's fouled. So Edwin Guerrero will go to the line once more.
And Edwin Guerrero, I said, a double-double in all but one game. And you can't help but think about some of the Perth Amboy greats. Of course, probably the last one that we remember, Jose Arena. You remember him?
Oh, yes.
He's a great three-point shooter for the Panthers.
And Guerrero sinks the first one. He'll get a second. Well, he has a second. This is a two-shot foul. And that one does not fall. It's 25-18, East Brunswick. Mello back out to Schold. Holds onto it. Sullivan back to Bryan. Mayo. Schold with good penetration. A little too hard off the board.
Bridgeford with the rebound.
Shot up and in by Madden, a three-pointer. Makes the score 25-21, a 4-point lead for East Brunswick. 5:30 to go in the third quarter. Mello, he's fouled, and he was shooting, so he'll go to the line. Was that Bridgeforth on the foul? Yes, it was, his second.
And Mike Mello goes to the line. And Mello actually leads this team in assists, believe it or not. Every time we see him, looks like he's shooting, but he actually leads the team in assists.
And the first one will not fall. Good on the second. So East Brunswick up by 5. Pressure defense here by the Bears. Worked in the first half. And works again. Nope, they get it back. Guerrero with it. Rios penetrates, will not fall. Tapped away. I thought Guerrero was going to get a good shot there, but East Brunswick with the defense. Mayo's been in the game pretty much all the way. Mayo puts it up, will not fall, and Bridgeforth with the rebound.
Here come the Panthers.
Will not fall, Guerrero, and they're going to call a foul on Mayo there.
Guerrero gets his hands on a lot of ball, but he doesn't seem to hold on to him.
Well, you get the feeling that he is going to try to assert himself in the second half.
Well, I think
he was very lackadaisical.
Very lackadaisical, just easy going. First, I was applauding him because he wasn't being a ball hog, but he needs to get aggressive and get in the game.
Bridgeforth will not fall. And there you see Guerrero with a hard rebound. And after about two different looks, ball goes over to East Brunswick. Schold gets it across. Schold has an open look if he wants it.
Woo.
Misses everything, however. Shot won't fall. Bridgeforth down with it. Yeah, you can see Guerrero wants the ball. There it is. Tapped
nice
away.
job by Sullivan. Bridgeforth.
Puts
Yes.
it home. And that's an issue for East Brunswick, because if you guard Guerrero
Blocking
too
out
much,
Guerrero,
Bridgeforth
right.
gets the ball.
Exactly.
And let's see how Henning addresses this.
Sully, Mike for Sully.
That's 35, right?
Hey, Ray, get in here. Without pressure, the postman's going to get eaten alive, okay? He's going to get eaten alive. We talked about that. The full court press, the half court defense will help our postmen. They catch it where they want, they're looking in. That's bull. That's bull. You can't play that way against anybody. All right? 24. It's going to favor the right hand for sure. Keep guys off the glass. We're not all blocking out, by the way. All right. Offensively, did we do the last part of flare there, by the way? Do we back screen, Dustin? Okay, let's go. Come on.
That's exactly what Eddie was addressing.
Right,
was
without
the post
pressure, the postman will be eaten alive. We had a chance to take a look at Scott Solzenberg on the sideline. Look at that elbow. It is blown up.
Okay. Well, we'll look at it defensively the next time when East Brunswick, after a change of possession. But definitely it starts with on this side of the court with making it happen down on the other end.
That's for sure.
Nice pass inside.
Good pass.
Oh, and Navarro cannot convert. Here we go. And there they are with the ball, and they're going to look to post up again. That's the situation. I think that's what Amboy is trying to exploit. There's Bridgeforth with it. He's looking for Guerrero. Turnaround. Ooh. Won't go. Guerrero with the rebound. And a foul. Won't go. But it looks like Perth Amboy has found a little recipe here.
With the postman there. Again, Guerrero not able to put it down now. Once again, he will go to the foul line where he spent much of this evening. Presently 4 points from the free throw.
Right. Bryant on that foul. Makes the first, does Guerrero. He's 4 for 6.
He's 5 now.
All of his points have come from the foul line. And he makes the second.
Okay.
And we got a 26-25 game. Remember, East Brunswick had a 10-point lead at one point.
Whoa.
And they're going to call a foul.
I'll tell you.
Who?
I think number 10, I believe.
Is it Rios? Yes, it is. This is second. And Amboy's definitely picking it up. And East Brunswick needs points. Mayo penetrates, will not go. Bridgeforth comes down with it.
Ho, ho.
And it went off his foot one more time, and East Brunswick will get possession.
I'll tell you, Alex Mayo being a little feisty, going up against the 6'5 Bridgeforth, and actually ripping the ball away from him.
There's a shot by Navarro, hits it, and they needed those points.
Navarro with 6 points on the night.
28-25, East Brunswick. Under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Bridgeforth won't go. Tapped around, and who comes down with it? Bryant for East Brunswick. Oh, errant pass stolen by Perth Amboy. Rios with it, guarded by Mayo. Looks to penetrate, and they're going to call it traveling.
And Mayo was just about to strip him anyway.
Yes.
Okay. We got Sully coming back in, and
Brian will take a seat now.
Okay, so they got some really big bodies in there now.
Yeah, Quidal and Sullivan. That's Henning looking to counter Guerrero and Bridgeforth. Mayo back out to Quidal. Navarro bounce pass in, and Amboy comes up with it. Guerrero to Rios. Back to Madden in the corner. Posting up is Guerrero.
Good move.
And a nice reverse.
Okay, it's the first time that we've really seen him assert himself.
And first time two-pointer for Amboy. 28-27 East Brunswick. Quidal. Bounce pass into Sullivan. Gives Tucci a look. And East Brunswick can't find the basket. Long shot by Madden. A three-pointer hits it, and Amboy takes the lead, 30-28.
Justin Madden, his second three of the game.
1:30 left to go in the third quarter of play. Perth Amboy with the lead, 30-28. Guerrero with the rebound.
And Perth Amboy controlling the defensive boards.
And East Brunswick not scoring. There's Guerrero one more time. And they're going to call steps on him.
Okay, Dustin Schuld and Mike Mello coming in as Navarro and Alex Mayo come out.
Substitutions on both sides. East Brunswick really needing some points here. Phil, I remember East Brunswick with a 25-15 lead in the second quarter. They have scored 3 points to 15 for Perth Amboy.
Wow.
Shot in by Quidal. Ties the game 30-all. Under a minute to play, third quarter. Nemeth in the game for Perth Amboy. Drives on Mello. Bridgeforth wants to bring it home, and Quidal, I think, is going to be called for that foul. Second foul on Quidal. Fourth team foul for East Brunswick. Nemeth drives, puts it up, won't fall. Mello, he penetrates, and it doesn't fall. Nemeth thought about it. Whoa, thought he carried it.
Oh, okay,
Kick.
Off Mello's foot.
Right, under 9 seconds to go. Amboy inbounds to Nemeth. There's the post to Guerrero.
And he's heating up.
32-30 Amboy, and that will end the third quarter. So definitely the difference in that quarter for Perth Amboy was Edwin Guerrero.
Well, it's actually the post players.
Yeah.
They've outplaying East Brunswick post players, and particularly off the defensive board.
Phil, what do you do in a situation like that? I know Henning's already talked about putting pressure up front here.
Right.
So they don't get an opportunity down here. But is there anything else you can do?
Well, he did put in. He had Quidel and Sullivan in at the same time to get some extra height in there to try to do something off the boards. But all you got to do is bang bodies and be aggressive. That's all.
Meanwhile, Perth Amboy is getting it done here. I thought they were out of this game. They were down by 10 points.
Well, it's much like the JV game, an outstanding JV game that we saw where the Bears were down 15 points to Perth Amboy when I walked in here. And the next thing you know, Mark Mataseski's team came all the way back and took a very exciting game there. And don't cry for Bo Henning with this season here. You have a JV team that has lost one game. The last time I looked, the freshman team was undefeated, and the 8th grade team was undefeated. So they got some players coming up. Bo Henning, who just won his 300th game against Edison this year, knows about winning and whatnot. This is sort of a first for him. I don't remember him having a season like this, but it does happen from time to time.
Yes, it does. All right, let's set the stage here. We begin the fourth quarter with Perth Amboy leading 32-30. East Brunswick in desperate need of points. They're not getting a lot of possessions. Amboy has been controlling the boards on both sides. There's a good feed into Sullivan.
Nice.
And we're tied once more. Ball goes off the hands of Bridgeforth, so we have a turnover.
Good pressure by the Bears.
Schuld will bring it up for East Brunswick. Thought about it, now we get it out to Johnson for a long shot. Won't fall, however. And Guerrero, whose presence is really starting to be made apparent, Nice defensive play by Schold. Again, he has had a really solid defensive effort
game
tonight. Tucci in it. He was hammered, but they did not call anything. Wow. Madden penetrates. Won't go. Bounces around, and Sullivan comes down with it. And East Brunswick takes its time. Quidal, long shot from the outside.
Ooh,
in and out.
Jeez.
Bridgeforth underneath, and Quidal's called for the foul.
It looked like Sully got a good block there, but they called it.
That was Quidal on that foul, Phil.
Quidal, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I get him mixed up, but nice. I thought he had good ball on it. That's his third. And Bridgeforth will go to the line.
First time he's been to the charity stripe. Hits the first.
Bridgeforth, 11 points against J.P. Stevens, 14 points against Edison.
11 points now. Gives Amboy a 33-32 lead with one more foul shot. Pretty much the scoring's been confined to Guerrera and Bridgeforth. Guerrera has 9. Bridgeforth misses the second, so a 1-point lead for Perth Amboy with 6.5 minutes to go in the contest. Bryan back in the game. Mayo. Tucci. Quidal will not fall. And he's clapping his hands. Apparently they want Quidal to take that shot. And a push off by Mello. He picks up his third.
Well, Henning does want Quidal to take that shot because he's a junior. He's a 6'7" junior. He wants him to get used to in game situations. He's got another year, and he wants him to develop.
Well, Sullivan's going to take his place. Amboy will inbound. Underneath to Guerrero. Sullivan guards him. Nice block.
Nice block.
And off East Brunswick.
Sully comes in off the bench, and again, a nice block.
There's the inbound to Nemeth, who's in the game. Rios. Oh, and a
Bridgeforth.
Rebound by Bridgeforth. Puts it home.
I'll tell you, Guerrero could have been called for an offensive foul.
Yeah, 3-point lead now for Perth Amboy. 35-32. Mello's going to try the three-pointer. Will not go. And Amboy comes up with the rebound. They push it up ahead.
Took a step.
So the turnover gives it back to the Bears. And possessions now are going to become important as the clock is near 5 minutes to go in this game. East Brunswick down by 3. Mayo, he puts it up, hits, and ties it on the three-pointer. Rios to Nemeth.
Stepped on the baseline.
And he ran out of room. So a good defensive play by Mello. And East Brunswick now with a chance to take the lead. 4:40 to go in the game. Mello with the left hand, and he puts it home. Mike Mello with a big basket here.
And Mello has a lot of unorthodox shots. When he makes them, they look sensational and whatnot. A chance to go to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play.
And that foul is by Bridgeforth.
And Mike Mello coming off an 11-point effort against South Brunswick.
Oh, misses the foul shot. East Brunswick, however, is ahead 37-35. 4:30 to go. Rios inside to Guerrero.
What's that call?
I have no idea.
Wow, he just stopped the play. Inadvertent whistle, okay.
All right, they inbound the ball. Rios drives. Nice feed off to Jamar Bridgeforth. Ties the game. Bridgeforth leads Perth Amboy with 15 points. Mello, top of the key, looks to penetrate. Turnaround shot.
Geez.
Blocked, but he was fouled, I guess. They're going to say Rios on the hold. And that is not, I guess it was.
Mike Mello, a 66% free throw shooter. At the line to shoot 2.
He needs him. Short on the first.
Got to get a little arch on it.
Strong on the second. So the game remains tied. Rios short on that one. Got away with an elbow as well.
Push, you're right.
Boy, this game is going exactly as we thought it would. Neither team. Mayo with a shot from the outside. Ooh. Does not fall. Bryant, however, with the rebound. Bounces around, and East Brunswick comes up with it. And they set it up.
And we thought this would be a pretty even game from the get-go, Jim, and thus far it is.
Mayo from a long distance. Rio tries to get ahead of the field. Gives it to Nemeth. Good block by Sullivan.
Sully's had about 4 blocks tonight.
Mello with it. Moves it to the center. Sullivan's going to take it. And hits!
2, I believe. I think that's a 2-pointer.
And with that shot, Sullivan gives East Brunswick a 2-point lead with 2:53 to go in the contest. Timeout East Brunswick, and let's listen to Henning.
Where was my 2-man when Al shot from the corner? Yeah, don't. That's not your job. Make sure we got somebody back. We lucked out there. All right. Right here now, defensively, we're going to really try and deny the inbounds, okay? Whose man's been taking it out? Anybody know? Your man's been taking it out? All right, well, you're going to stay up on them. Don't anybody get beat deep, but, you know, be siding in that, make it tough to come in. Then we want to try and get a 34 in the back court. Please don't let the 34 turn you to soft 21 back there. It's 34 to good, tough denial down there. And Al, if you guys can contain the dribbles, we'll be fine. They'll have no way to enter the post, okay? All right, come on, let's go.
The only thing that wasn't esoteric that I understood was that they're going to try to deny the ball coming in.
Well, one thing's obvious. The pressure down here is going to make it tougher for them to get the ball down here.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens.
Nobody,
and that's the pressure.
Nobody on the guy taking the ball out there.
Right. Nemeth with it for Perth Amboy. Gets across the center line. Now they block.
Trap. He called the timeout.
Yeah.
Mayo had come up the trap.
And Kennett, the coach, called the timeout. All right, what are they talking about here? Full timeout for Perth Amboy. All right, you see Neil Kennett right there, the Perth Amboy coach, looking for some clarification about something I'm not aware. Well, we'll set the stage for you. East Brunswick holds a 39-37 lead with 2:45 left in this contest. And as Phil alluded to during the last timeout for East Brunswick, the issue for the Bears is to not deny Perth Amboy from getting that ball across court. And even though they did, they were able to bottle them up here in the corner, and that necessitated a timeout by Perth Amboy, and that's where we stand right now.
And you got the assistant, you got both coaches at the scorer's desk, and I'm not even sure what they're asking. I think it has something to do with timeouts.
Might be. All right, we're ready to go here, except East Brunswick's still in the huddle. You got to figure Guerrero is going to be an integral part of this Perth Amboy attack here. So, yeah, they're looking to get it inside to him. That's Batista with it. Puts it up. Will not fall, however, and down with it comes smallest player on the court, Mauro Tucci. Well, him and Mayo are about the same.
I'll tell you.
Sullivan gives it to Brian. Mayo.
Ooh, backcourt.
And a backcourt. So the turnover gives the ball back to Perth Amboy with a chance to tie. 2:11 to go in the game. Paulino. That's Perez. Puts it up off the board and in.
Mercy.
And he does tie the game. 39-all with under 2 minutes to go. Bears with the ball. Mayo drives. Back out. Mello sees the lane. Oh, and he can't convert. And they're going to call Mello on the foul.
Mello, a little frustration from the miss there, and got a little aggressive, and they'll send Bridgeford to the line, who's
it's a one-on-one.
Who's made it well.
No, he's been to the line. He's one for
right,
two.
Right.
Yeah. I think you're thinking of Guerrero, right?
Yep.
Okay, Mello picks up, they say, his third foul. Schuld will enter the game. Big foul shots here. Bridgeforth misses the first of the one-on-one. However, Amboy gets the rebound. With it, Batista.
They got to be going down to Guerrero.
There he is. With it, however, Mayo almost gets a steal. Perth Amboy back with it and another timeout with 1:12.
I'll tell you. Again, evenly matched teams and whatnot, and it's showing up here.
All right, let's listen to Henning.
That's like choking, Dustin, when you can't play tougher defense than that. Damn. Grab the ball with two, right? With two. All right, hey, now listen. Their best feed into the low post is going to be from the wing, okay? So we got to do a great job of denying the wing, that's all, right? Al or whoever, Dustin, they'll be able to stay in front of the dribbler. The last time they scored on us, you were too late seeing the ball, right? You got the help, but way too late. See the ball, too, so you can rotate and catch them on the box. You know what I'm talking about? All right? Yeah, and it would be a great time for a charge there. All right. How much time? 1:12? Anybody shooting really bad free throws for them, you know?
No, he's shooting pretty good, though.
24 is shooting pretty good. All right, don't worry about it. We're going to get a defensive stop either way, okay? Either way. All right, come on, let's go.
And Jimmy, a defensive stop is exactly what they need right here. They don't need to foul because they're in the 1-and-1.
Well, Phil, to answer Henning's question, only Bridgeforth or Guerrera have been to the line for Perth Amboy. And Bridgeforth is actually 1 for 3. 1 for 4 from the line. So maybe he's the guy to foul. All right. We are tied 39-all with a minute left to go in this game. Batista, he wants to shoot it.
Oh, wow. Good job.
Very
good job by Mayo.
Ill-advised shot there. And East Brunswick now has a chance to set it up. Schuld with it. And he has it stolen. What are they going to say?
I'll tell you.
Just before Mello had a handle on it, the ball went out of bounds off East Brunswick.
They could have called an offensive foul.
Yeah, they could have.
On Perez.
And yet another timeout here. This one called by Perth Amboy. And they're going to try to set it up. But we'll swing the camera over to East Brunswick and listen in on Bo Henning once more.
You just want to get rid of it. Come on. You just got to be tougher with the ball. You two guys have got to want the ball in this situation, all right? Hey, if you get a fast break situation, I don't want you backing it out. It was kind of...
How's the thing?
I thought it was one-on-one. Okay, I thought it was one-on-one. That's all right. That's all right. Better safe than sorrow. All right, now, if it's a ball screen, I want it Detroited, okay? And I want you getting a piece of the pass. They'll spit it up. What's the weak side guys got to do? You got to rotate, yeah, because they're going to try and use Guerrera as he rolls to the basket. You should be able to steal that if you're really paying attention, okay? All right.
And I think Bo's right. I think if you're Perth Amboy, if you're Connect, you want the ball in Guerrero's hands there. And so they're going to try to get it down to him and let him roll to the basket.
All right, Amboy with the ball. 45 seconds left in the game. We are tied. Batista, who threw up a wild shot before. Bridgeforth with it. Wow. Shot up and in.
Ooh, mercy, Perez.
Hits does Perez.
Wow.
41-39. 20 seconds to go in the game. And East Brunswick will call a timeout with 19 ticks remaining in the game.
And I'll tell you, there are not a lot of shooters there. Let's hear what Bo has to say.
Where's that sheet? Give me that sheet. Give me that sheet.
What's that back screen? 25 now. Have we done that yet?
Oh, top of the head?
Yeah.
It's for Sully.
Yeah, I mean, if he might get a layup though off it. We want to just try to get inside, you know?
I got one. All right, listen up now. Listen up. We're going to go invert, okay? We're going to go invert scissors, though, okay? Invert scissors. So we want to get it in. We'll come down the right side, okay? We're going to come down the right side. The left side, I'm sorry. Al's going to make the handoff. We're screening for Ray. No, we're going to come down the right side. Hand it to Ray. Doesn't have to be a good screen for Mike. It shouldn't be, right? Shouldn't be. Mello, out, hard back door, right? Then we're going to skip it across to the guard if the back door isn't open, okay?
If he's just sagging off the
Hey, timeout. Give me another timeout. I don't like that. I don't like that. Nope, I don't like that.
I can take my man. I get no timeout. I'll get one if you give us one.
I hear you, Mike. I hear you. Trying to think the best way to do it. All right, on the sideline inbounds, right? Let's run a three, okay? Now, Mike gets it on the wing. I want both postmen, after you go, to flash high. Got that? First postman's going to go through, flash up to the elbow. Second postman's down here, flash to the elbow. After you set the screen to get Mike open on the three. Mike, that's going to leave you the baseline to take, all right? When he goes baseline, postmen, after you get up here, offensive rebound from there. Offensive rebound, okay? Now, after we score, everybody's got to play defense. I don't think we have any timeouts, right? No timeouts.
And some nice work by our cameramen there. You can
nice.
see exactly what the play is that has been designed by Bo Henning.
And the play has been designed for Mike Mello to take the shot. We'll see.
So here we go. 41-39, Amboy ahead by 2. East Brunswick with the ball, 19 seconds remaining in the game. And it is Mayo who will take it across. So there's the play to Schold. Mello. They thought he walked with it, and he puts it home.
I'll tell you.
Ties the game with 6 seconds remaining.
And I'll tell you, your buddy, Canet, thought that Mello walked. And,
well, it's not going to do it any good. Remember, East Brunswick has no timeouts.
And I think Canet and his staff have to let the officials go right now and concentrate on what play they want. What play they want and who they want shooting it.
All right, let's listen to Henning.
Report in. Hurry up, Marv. Report in. Danny, you're out. All right, listen. All right, come up here. Come up here. Now, we're changing the matchups. 24, 24, 40, and we'll match up the guards from there, okay? Now, your man takes it out. I want you floating. We can't give a foul. We want to play tough up here. They may spit it up off of this. You can deny like hell. We got a floater. But once it comes in, reestablish your position so they are not heading up the court on us, okay? Yeah, yeah. That's why we got a floater. That's why we got a floater, okay? I can see them screwing up, okay? No timeout. No timeout.
Okay, that floater's like a free safety, Jim, out there just in case anything breaks through. But they want to put pressure on, but they don't necessarily want to foul. They just want to, they think they can force a turnover. Let's see.
All right, so Amboy will inbound the ball over here in the near corner. Batista will be the one. Looks like he's gonna try to heave it. Another substitution for Amboy here as they set. Neil Kennett gets the players in who he wants. It's Bridgeforth. He's gonna put it up. And he hits
mercy,
it.
mercy, mercy, mercy. Oh.
Bridgeforth with a three-pointer as the buzzer sounds to give Perth Amboy a 44-41 victory. Boy, I'll tell you what, East Brunswick's been having some tough losses this season, but that might be the toughest for them.
That's pretty tough there. The thing about it, Bridgeforth went down. I thought he went too low and whatnot, and somehow was able to get up and get that basket off anyway. Just turned out to be a tremendous game there.
Well, the player of the game naturally is Jamar Bridgeforth, but not only because of that three-pointer, but he was the leading scorer for Perth Amboy as he drills down that three-pointer that wins the game right at the buzzer. With that victory, Perth Amboy improves to 4-12. East Brunswick, meanwhile, falls to 3-12. Boy, and the season just gets even more dismal for the Bears as they look forward to the remaining schedule. Let's take a look at it real quickly. They're going to have games with Edison here, South Brunswick, Cardinal McCarrick,
Mercy,
St. Joe's, Piscataway, and Carteret. So
Mercy,
it doesn't get any easier.
It doesn't get easy at all and whatnot. But all you can do if you're the Bears is to keep battling and keep fighting and so forth. As I said, they got plenty of young players who are going to be coming up to aid this Bear team. So in the future, it's just one of these years.
All right, a nice victory for Perth Amboy as they leave East Brunswick, and the Bears sort of shuttle off the court, losing 44-41. That's going to do it here from East Brunswick Gymnasium. For Phil Hill, this is Jimmy Allinder saying thanks for being with us.